Yo, yo.
Yeah.
We had a great workout. It's currently 1:35 p.m. EST, baby. I'm gonna go on a walk real quick. I have eargasm music playing in my ear right now. I got the car in service. It's just another day, man. Track your calories, track what you eat, get gains, work out every day, Monday through Friday, no matter what it is. Bro. And move to Florida, bro. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Yo, what's up, guys? I'm going to be showing you today how to trade today's market on 6/10/2026. First things first, you're going to want to mark out your standard deviations from this morning. So I'm just going to straight up delete everything, and I'm going to walk you through my step-by-step thought process of the market. So first things first, every single time, I'm always waking up at 7 in the morning. Every day. It's routine for me, so I'm going to start new, and then when I wake up at 7 in the morning, I'm obviously probably looking at charts around 7:20, 7:30, somewhere around that time frame. I've found that the best setups happen around that time. Obviously, people trade Asia, different sessions, but I found the most success in trading during 7:20 to like 7:40 a.m. in the morning. Some setups do occur later in the day, but that's totally fine. It's up to your own discretion of what you want to take, right? So now that we're looking at this market, I'm immediately seeing what's going on here. We are net short. What does that mean? That means we're bearish. From Asia session, from London session, all the way even close to AM session. For now, right? So since I'm seeing that, I know that because we are net short, we still need to rebalance some sort of price action to continue going short. That's the idea. When I'm seeing that, oh, Asia wants to go lower, oh, London wants to go lower, I'm immediately thinking, okay, what can I do to be involved in this price action? You can either be in longs or shorts, obviously. You could be with the bulls or you could be with the bears. You have to pick. Every single day, it's a different scenario, and you need to be prepared for that. So what I usually do, and I already eyed out, and a lot of people struggle with, is picking out their standard deviations. And I honestly recommend that you stick to one or two. That's it. Do not do any more than one or two standard deviations. If you're going to do a standard deviation, make sure it's from all the way from the high of any trading session, especially if it's Asia. That's probably the best pull you're going to do. If you're going to do a pull from London, cool. Make sure that it's also lining up with your Asian session pull. Sometimes you won't even get the pulls at all. You really won't. It sometimes ends up being that way, and that's totally okay, right? So let me stop yapping around. Let me show you what I did this morning, right? I immediately saw the exact pull that I needed to pull. It was from here all the way to here. Bam. That's exactly what I needed. From Asia session high to this manipulation all the way down from the it's really like the distribution leg, the beginning of the distribution leg of this entire range, right? From the Asia session high all the way down. So what happens, right? I'll pull my standard deviation, bam. So let's say I'm already seeing that we hit a fourth right at, what time is this right here? At 7:05 in the morning. Oh shit. I'm like, damn, bro, we're chilling, right? And this is on NQ, mind you. If we go to ES, and I obviously have to probably remove all this information so that we're not like the same applies for Asia session pull from NQ also to ES. Sometimes they just easily correlate, and it makes your pull just a lot more accurate. What happens here? Bam! The same thing. We hit a fourth standard deviation. It's the same shit. So you know for a fact that your confidence is peaking because it hit fourth on ES and on NQ. And honestly, ES is the stronger pair out of both. Whenever it hits a fourth standard deviation on ES, you better bet your ass that that shit's gonna fucking reverse off that motherfucker. And guess what? Because we're net short, you want to make sure you're taking profits at good areas that make sense because we're net short, right? So you're expecting a reversal at a 4th standard deviation. Now, let me stop yapping over here. Let me get to NQ and show you what this all really means, right? So immediately off the bat, I'm looking, okay, cool. We have a 4th standard deviation. We touch it, we tap it, right? Usually we create engineered liquidity, right? What does that mean? Obviously, when we hit a 4th standard deviation on NQ, usually on NQ, right? We sweep that level that tapped the 4th standard deviation, and then we come under and then come back. Basically, we sweep it, right? So what actually happens? What do I mean by that? Right here, look. So what tapped the 4th standard deviation? This candle at 7:05 a.m. tapped the 4th standard deviation. What did we do? We swept it right there, right? It created engineered liquidity. So you could see that already we created engineered liquidity within that small time frame, within that small amount of time, and on the 1 minute, right? Now, what's another thing? Bam. You're going to want to look at this and you'd be like, damn, we just created perfect liquidity. It's just freaking obvious right in front of your face. If you see shit like that, you're going to want to start preparing for some reversals, man. When you see clear liquidity being taken like that, man, you better bet your ass you're going to get in these fucking longs real soon. I'm telling you right now, you better start preparing your ass for some longs. And that's exactly what I started to do. The same thing on ES. I saw happen on ES. Let me get to ES, please. I saw the same thing, man. We did the same thing. We took this liquidity, bam, engineered it, bam, we took it out right here. I'm immediately staring at this shit like, okay, sorry, this should be flat here. I'm immediately seeing, okay, we created engineer liquidity, we took out this liquidity, and we took out some other shit. Honestly, the liquidity, the main liquidity that got taken out was on NQ. The most obvious liquidity taken on that ticker, okay? Now, obviously, this is the stronger time frame, right? And I'm immediately seeing shit like this going on. You're immediately seeing stuff like this. It's already 7:20 around that time, blah, blah, blah. Okay, cool. I'm seeing some juicy shit. And I actually end up taking a trade. And every day is not a clear entry. I'm going to tell you real shit. Real shit. I'm going to tell you it's not always a clear day. So I'm seeing this price action, and I'm seeing that it's mad clean. It hit 50% of the price. It almost CSD on top of this candle, the candle that made the low, right, of the liquidity sweep and the 4th standard deviation, right? And I'm looking, I'm like, damn, and there's an FVG, mind you. So I end up actually taking this first trade right here. And I also see that on ES, it did almost the exact same thing. It almost did the exact thing. It hit it OTE'd, right? It didn't hit 50%, but I saw that there was an FVG and there was an SMT created, so I immediately knew that it was going to be bullish from here on out, right? My confidence soared high once I saw an SMT appear. When you see these SMTs appeared, you better bet your ass that that shit's going to the fucking high if you're catching longs. Let me tell you. So here you see that we step into OTE, and I'm immediately like, I'm totally bullish on this. I'm hitting a fucking market trade on that motherfucker if it works. I don't know what's going on here. I've never seen it take this long. I guess because I'm freaking switching between all right, let me I don't even want to reload this. Damn, man, that's so annoying. Why is that happening? I really hope. Oh, that's so annoying. Okay. Anyways, I'm in here for long, right? And you could bet your ass that I'm putting my stop at this low right here, about 13 points. This wasn't the exact trade that I took, but I was targeting actually these highs because I thought that we would have to have some sort of rebalance. Wow, this is just tripping out. I'm gonna have to reload this for this time, man. That really sucks. That kind of ruined the whole shebang. I apologize here. Okay. Anyway, that is just really unfortunate. I just can't believe that even happened. Makes me so sad. Anyway. Okay. I'm actually really sad that that just happened. I don't even know what the freak happened. Anyways, um, I think I was in these longs right here, and I'm preparing to long, and it obviously hits TP here for 60 points, right? And it's an insane R. It was a 4R trade. I went break even on this first trade. I'm not gonna lie. I was really greedy with this profit target. I was in like 3 micros and I was only up like $400-500. I think it was like $400. So I wasn't satisfied with the amount of profit that I had here, and I actually thought that because we had to hit EQ of today's range, just because I have like a strong bias that we have to hit equilibrium of ranges. And that's how I go into this market, man. I'm coming into this market like EQ this, EQ that, man. Whether it's ES or NQ. That's my thought process every single time, man. I'm telling you. Obviously, people have different opinions of how it works. If some ranges already hit EQ, then you have to use a different OTE, pull, because they already hit OTE here, hit EQ here. Obviously, yes, you have to. There's a new range that was created, and people take plenty of trades like that. So yeah, I mean, this was the first trade that I took. I went break even on it. I saw this SMT here. I was super happy what I saw, and I was like, hell yeah, we're for sure going to long off this. Like, it was just really obvious. Like, I saw that, and unfortunately, I went immediately break even on that first trade right here. And obviously, every day is not as clean as you really think it is. But these days like this, when there's clear, nice equilibrium pointed out towards you, you need to start thinking ahead, man. You need to get your head in the game, bro. Get your head out of the gutter, all right? So let's lock in, right? So we saw that. I mean, that was a quick 60 points, quick 4R trade, almost a 4.5R trade, and honestly, that's not so bad. I mean, you went break even. Some people would have just been generous and taken that TP, but I'm over here targeting this EQ for a reason, right? So I'm already seeing what's going on here. I'm seeing that we're going to get lower price action. I'm like, shit. And then I'm starting to see this. I see that we take out this low here. We take out this low, right? I'm like, damn, man, we got to take out this low. Like, shit, we took out this low. Like, what's going on? What are we going to do? Shit like that. I was like, dude, I got break even. I'm like, damn, man. Because something you need to start thinking about is that when you see that prices starting to go lower than the 4, than the 4.5, you need to start considering your options. You need to start weighing your options out, right? Do you want to continue trading because your pull is invalidated or not? That's why you have to look at both pairs, man. That's the importance of ES and NQ. You're going to see that on NQ, it's going to kind of, sometimes it's going to wink out of the 4.5 and it's going to respect that 4 standard deviation zone, that 4.5 zone. And you need to start paying attention a lot closer than what you think you're doing. So here I'm taking a premature long here. I'm not going to lie. This morning, this was my first loss this morning. $200. I was like, okay, since we swept this low here, I can actually enter off this and be fine. And I put my stop, I think somewhere around here. I think something like that. I don't know. I immediately thought like I was safe. Obviously, this is with NQ. I'm entered off micros, not on NQ. No way. Not in this volatility. I'm going to be completely transparent here. There is no reason for you to be entering on minis on this kind of price action. This price action is ridiculous. The 50 points on NQ are now considered 200-point moves now, ranges. 50-point ranges like 2 weeks ago are now 200-point ranges. They're literally equivalent to each other, so you should not be using that, man. Stay away from that. Try to stick with the micros if you're really trying to preserve your capital and take partials at certain liquidity. Like, it's just going to be better for you to preserve your capital and make more money in the long run, honestly. So here I'm in a trade, and I definitely get stopped out here. I'm like, damn. Actually, I'm wrong. This is the trade I end up taking, and I actually get stopped out here because I get wicked out. I don't take this because obviously this wasn't really clean. Like the low here was this candle, not that one. So that was stupid. This is what I was so like adherent to, that, oh yeah, this needs to work. This needs to work. You know, SMT here, the candle that made the low, nice. And when you see a candle like this and it's super elongated, you want to start taking a little caution, because I answered off that pretty confidently and put my stop at the low because there's an SMT, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not getting stopped out. Sorry, buddy. You're going to get stopped out. It's pretty irregular. It's not the cleanest structure. You want a clean structure, really. You want something cleaner. Clean, man. Pick your trades and make sure that when you look back at it, you know that, oh, hey, that was a really clean structure, like OTE setup, you know, and liquidity sweep and all this nonsense, right? And you're looking at ES and like, oh yeah, like this was really clean. You want to make sure that when you're looking back at that shit, like, all right, it was good, you know? So let's see what happens here. Obviously, I need to lower down the speed here. And I see this candle forming. Obviously, you see here, as I mentioned, that you start seeing that we're out of 4.5. We're out of here. And I see this, right? I'm seeing that I immediately zoomed in because I thought it was a no wick, but it wasn't a no wick. And I saw that this wasn't an elongated candle like prior, right? So I'm immediately pulling OTE on this. Immediately. And I see that 50% is at the CSD, and 62% is at almost at the body of the candle / wick, right? And I'm looking at this, and you could best bet that I'm in this, and my stops are at the low. You best bet. This was really the last straw because we wicked hard out of 4.5, and if I saw that we were going even lower on this, then any kind of longs would have been just detrimental for anyone. So these were the last straw of longs, and that's why I took them, because it's genuinely the last straw. If it goes any further than 4.5, like farther, there's nothing you can really take. You really just gotta wait for something for EQ to be hit or yeah, some sort of rebalance, because you can't do anything. So my idea is that, all right, this is the last straw. This is it. This is it. We have a clean structure, no weird elongated candles, a nice bullish candle showing some sort of bullish sentiment. It's 740. I know that today is CPI at 830. This could be setting the low. We're in the 4th standard deviation zone. We took out all this weird liquidity, wicked this out of the first move, right? Wicked again, right? So you want to make sure that you're trading micros, because you're going to be in a lot of fucking drawdown if you're not. Let me tell you. So here it is. I'm in these longs, and I'm just super happy. I get a little scared because obviously I get in a little drawdown, but I don't get stopped out. Price clearly draws up, and I start gaining confidence. I'm actually really scared because I see this SMT pop up, but you need to be prepared, man. You need to be prepared. I see that this high got taken out, right? I'm like, ah, shit. I don't know when I went break even exactly, but I'm holding this trade for a while. As soon as I saw that these highs were immediately taken out, I'm going break even. I went break even on that. Bam. No overlapping orders. And honestly, I'm holding this for quite a long time. I have to adjust this. I apologize real quick. Hold on. Let me move this. This is being annoying. I have to modify that. Thank you. Okay. As soon as I see that we took out these highs, I went break even, and I'm genuinely holding all the way from 623, which is the entry that I had here, to this. Obviously, this was the stop that I had, about 12 points. Really not bad. I was down $200, and I was risking 2 micros for $100 loss. So in total, if I lost that trade right here, I would have been down $300, calling it a day. Wait till tomorrow. There's going to be better setups. There's going to be more opportunity, man. This isn't the only day you get to trade. So many sweeps, so many liquidity being taken out. Volatility is through the roof this week. 50-point ranges are now 200-point ranges, man. Don't kid yourself, bro. Like, take it easy. You know, this shit is not easy, man. So take your time and target smart points in the market. So this is what I mean. So immediately, like, my thought process was, I want this 50%, but I'm fine with taking this out and being fine. I mean, this was a 222 point freaking TP, man. 222 points. Like, I don't remember the last time I caught 222 points on NQ, man. That's insane, man. So you need to be happy to take these TPs, man. If it doesn't, you don't need to hit EQ and, bro, just take your TPs at these liquidity points that make sense and that make you feel good and happy. That's all that matters, man. You need to just do that and you will be happy as a freaking sailor with good freaking kites. Some shit. You know? That's it, man. So I'm looking at market. I'm seeing what market's doing. You know, I get a little scared. I'm break even here, so I don't care what the hell happens. We're getting, it's 812, 813, 817, 820. I'm starting to get nervous because all this built up accumulation was weird. And I'm just like, holy shit. Anyways, we get to this. I kind of knew what the deal was with this kind of setup that the market was giving me here. And I knew with this kind of push up and bullish sentiment that started appearing in the market, I knew that we were going to blow out of the freaking Earth's atmosphere, because I was like, damn. And look what it did. Immediately zoomed up, took my TP out and hit equilibrium, and amazingly everything worked out. Not only that, I actually had a freaking standard deviation pull from here to there, and I was just like, damn, my two lined up exactly at the equilibrium. I was just fascinated by this trade today, and I was super happy. Came out profitable with 3 funded accounts. Man, I'm freaking hyped, man. Shout out Lucid Trading. We're killing it out here. This is I don't even know what day it is, man, but we're killing it. It's Wednesday today. It is June 10th, 2026. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Obviously, if you guys have any questions, please feel free to comment down below. I will answer as many questions as I can. I'm going to have a Discord going. I'm in a Discord group. I'm actually mentored by the top 30 of Trader Global, the best top 30 global trader in the world. He was in the Tradeify Cup. Please feel free to comment down below. Ask me any questions on absolutely anything. I went through a bunch of different models. Trust me, I've traded everything almost. Not everything. I didn't trade oil. I've traded gold before. I traded NQ. I traded ES before. I mean, ES and NQ are basically, you know, almost the same. But yeah, I mean, if you guys have any questions, feel free to comment down below. Hope you guys enjoy this video. I'm going to try to release another video like this soon. Obviously, it's not as in-depth as people would want it to be, but I'm going to try to upload videos, and we'll see where this goes. Honestly, I'm excited to continue down this path, and I hope you guys like this video. Like and subscribe, man.